Alright, I'm back with an all-new video called What Not to Say to a Blind Person, because my entire life I've gotten the stupidest questions that you could ever think of, and it may not offend me. I kind of just laugh at you most of the time. Honestly, you kind of sound stupid when you ask these questions, but to some other people it can be very, very offensive. So, first thing that you don't ever ask a blind person is, how many fingers am I holding up? Because most of the time, we will purposely answer wrong and walk away laughing at you. We can't see, obviously, but if you're pointing fingers right in our face, we can usually see it. Now, obviously, if somebody is completely blind, then that's a little different. But somebody like me, who is visually impaired or legally blind, we can see quite a bit. We just can't see enough to not be considered blind anymore. So, another question. So are you deaf too, like Helen Keller? No! That is actually very rare for that to happen, that you have a double disability. Okay? Don't scream in my face. I will scream back, and most likely I will be louder than you. Thank you. Alright. So, oh, my favorite. Are you sure that's safe for you to do? Or, sweetie, I'm not comfortable with you doing that. Sorry. Not my problem if you're not comfortable with it. Put it this way. I've been writing ATVs since I was 12. My parents never really had a limitation on what I could do other than playing softball, which I did anyways and broke my nose. So they had their reasons for why. And Mom and Dad, thank you for that. Well, we can do whatever we put our mind to. We may do it differently, but we do it nonetheless. So, and now this, let me remind everybody, this video is not me being mad or hating on anybody or anything like that. This video is actually supposed to be pretty funny. It's supposed to kind of help those who work with or around visually impaired or blind people, especially those who, let me just put this nicely, middle schoolers, teenagers, and young kids, especially most high schoolers kind of get over it by this point, but most like middle school aged and elementary school kids can be very offended by some of the stuff you ask. And if you ask these questions to their fully sighted friends or companions, that fully sighted friend or companion can react by punching you in the face. It can be very, very difficult. So, on with my questions. Oh, are you high? Yeah. So my eyes shake. It's called a nystagmus. They shake. They do whatever they want. I can't control it. No, I'm not high. It's just what they do. I get asked this question quite a bit, and my favorite answer was always yes. Yes, I did a ton of meth before I came to see you. Yeah. People's reaction to that, awesome. It's great. They usually give me the, oh crap, I'm walking away now look, and it's usually my favorite reaction. Oh, so, can you, see my face? Do you see my eyes and everything? And usually I kind of look at them and say, I wish I couldn't. No, most of the time I can't see enough detail in your face, honestly. I can see that you have a face, if that helps, but no. There's certain things we can't see, but I don't know how to answer that question, really. Most of the time when people say, so can you see my face? It's a very awkward question, because I don't really want to be like, oh, let me see. No, not really. Makes things a little too awkward for me. But, oh, why are your books so big? Well, when I was a kid, I had these books that had print like this big. That's about 1.5 inches or so, maybe 2 inches. I don't know, I can't really tell. Well, the kids in school used to always ask me, oh, why is that so big? Can you not see? No, I really can't see, but this helps. We also do Braille. Kids always try and take the book away and feel it and play with it, and That brings me to another question. Was it hard learning Braille? Yes, definitely. Very difficult. This question didn't really bother me that much. It's kind of a funny question just because, think about learning any other language you can think of. Any other foreign language. Yes, it takes years and years of practice, and it gets very, very difficult. Oh, can I play with your stick? First of all, don't call it a stick. Unless you're Sarah, which my friend Sarah's completely blind, pretty much. She's got no vision anymore. But she used to always call her cane a stick. And she threatened to throw it off of a ski lift. And our mobility teacher corrected us the entire time. It is not a stick. Do not call it a stick. Thank you, Jeff. He was fun. He made mobility and learning how to cross streets and things very, very interesting. And I already answered, I have a list here, by the way. I kind of wrote down the top 10 questions that I get asked pretty frequently. So if you see me kind of bending my head down, yes, I'm reading a list here. I already talked about the whole Braille being hard thing. I do have a Braille tattoo. No, you cannot feel it anymore. When I first got it, you could. It says strength. It's pretty awesome. I love it. I used to work at an Olive Garden. I used to get this question all the time. I got it when I worked out at Vandenberg Air Force Base. It never fails. I get this question no matter what, if I'm reading something, if I'm looking at a computer, anytime. Sweetie, do you need glasses? Do you need me to read that for you? No, I just look a little close at it because it makes things a little easier. Yeah, it looks really funny. Like, I can text. I have my Galaxy, and I have my print pretty big on it. Oh, and my friend had to actually text me. Yeah, you can see I keep my print pretty large, and I still have to look at it like this so that I can see it. I don't know if you can see the distance there. I have to at least have it right there. And so, yeah. Now, I don't get this question very often, the phone. I've actually had people straight up, like, I've had my phone in my hand, come up and smack it so it hits me in the face. I walk away from that because I get very tempted to just be like, F you, and punch them in the face. Like, it's not very nice. Don't do that to people. Now, I don't have a seeing eye dog. I can get around pretty much at ease. I use my cane very rarely. I have trouble looking at distance, but I have what's called a bioptic. I'll feature it in another video with some other cool blind gear that people wish they could use, but unfortunately can't. But I do have a few friends that have seeing eye dogs, and the most annoying question that you could probably ask somebody with a guide dog is, can I pet your dog? If the dog is in uniform, that is not a very nice question to ask. The dog is working. He should not be interrupted. He should not be bothered. So, there's that. Something else to not tell a blind person because we don't want your sympathy. Oh, you poor thing. No, we are not a poor thing. Most of us anyways, we embrace being visually impaired. Oh, sorry. Hold on here. I don't want my computer to shut off on us. There we go. Okay, yeah. I embrace it. I love being blind. I think it kind of makes me who I am. Yes, it sucks because I can't drive. That's about it. There's not much I can't do. There's not much I don't do. I live in a 3-bedroom house at an Air Force base, and I do most of the housework. I clean, I cook. My mom will tell you that I almost burned down the house with a toaster, but it was not my fault. It was a very old toaster. That's a whole nother story. But, I do anything I want. I don't hold myself back. I don't consider myself to have an actual disability. That's what it's categorized as, so that's what we call it. But that's not what I consider it. So don't be afraid to ask a person questions either. I encourage you, if you have a question about vision, about disabilities, about being blind, put them in the comments. I will answer them. I will do other videos. I will do Q&As. I have no problem answering these questions. So that's probably it for today. And comment and like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will do many more videos. I will even be doing some beauty tutorials because it's really difficult to learn how to straighten and curl your hair without a mirror, because seeing in a mirror is, distance, and you can't really use a pencil eyeliner when you have to look this close to the mirror. So I will show techniques on how to do that. I mean, it's beneficial to even people who can see because you can't always get to a mirror, and it's kind of fun to learn. So stay tuned and like and subscribe, and I will have more videos. Thanks for watching.